U.S. president threatened to invade Nigeria, guns ablazing. This is Kenya News Update today. Coming up, you'll discover the shocking diplomatic crisis that almost exploded into conflict, the secret collaboration that followed, and what this means for every nation's sovereignty. In October 2025, President Donald Trump re-designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. But here's the twist. His own officials didn't agree with him. Meet President Bola Tinubu, leader of Africa's most populous nation. On October 31, 2025, his government received a communication that shattered diplomatic decorum. It framed Nigeria's security crisis as purely religious persecution against Christians. The Nigerian government was furious. Officials stressed violence affected all faiths, tied to terrorism and governance. For them, this was a dangerous oversimplification. And then, Trump made a threat. He spoke of entering the country guns ablazing. He instructed the Department of War to prepare. Many Nigerians saw this as a direct insult to their sovereignty. Ethnic organizations and diplomats were alarmed. This rhetoric could exacerbate sectarian tensions, but here's what nobody's talking about. Inside Nigeria's government, there was a fierce debate. The initial, assertive diplomatic response was toned down, a deliberate move to de-escalate. Why? Because the stakes were catastrophic. Meanwhile, analysts and U.S. lawmakers pushed back. They argued the narrow religious framing was counterproductive. It detracted from the real fight against jihadist violence affecting everyone. Some observers saw a domestic political play, an appeal to Trump's religious base back home. The tension was palpable. A visiting bipartisan delegation of U.S. Congress members had to step in. They clarified the CPC designation was meant for dialogue, not military force. They dismissed any plans for U.S. troops on the ground. Experts urged a broader, more nuanced approach. Then something shocking happened. The two arch-rivals found common ground. A secret collaboration was born from the ashes of the insult. On December 25, 2025, Christmas Day, the U.S. conducted airstrikes in Nigeria. They targeted ISIS in Sokoto. This was a direct result of the diplomatic engagement that followed the crisis. The collaboration proved cooperation was possible, but it left a bitter aftertaste. The implications are massive for global diplomacy. When a superpower's communication is seen as threatening and misinformed, it risks everything. Some say the designation pressured needed reforms. Others say it was a reckless gamble with a nation's stability. The controversy remains, but if the framing was so wrong, why use it at all? The two nations collaborated on airstrikes, but the foundational distrust lingers. Do you think such public threats from world leaders help or hurt international security? Drop your take in the comments. Subscribe to Kenya News Update today for more breaking global news.